Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're digging into how one of the fastest growing counties in Texas is handling a massive challenge. Basically, building a future for a population that is absolutely exploding.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. If you've ever been stuck in that I-30 traffic, or you've been rerouted around Horizon Road, or maybe you've just looked out at that endless sea of orange cones and wondered what is going on, well, you are smack in the middle of this story. We're going to connect all those dots for you between the daily headaches and the huge plan that's shaping the county's future.
And look, this isn't just about patching up a few potholes. We are talking about a complete and total transformation of the county, and it's all being driven by one single powerful force, just staggering population growth. Take a good long look at that number, 245,000. That's the number of people projected to be living in Rockwall County by 2050. To give you some perspective, that's more than double the population today. You can't just wing it with that kind of growth. You need a serious game plan. And that right there is the big question, isn't it? It's exactly what county planners are trying to figure out. And to really get what their strategy is, you first have to understand the incredible speed of this change. What's so wild about this timeline is the acceleration. It's not some slow, steady climb. We're going from just under 100,000 people back in 2017 to a projected 250,000 by 2050. That is a tidal wave of new people, new cars, and a whole new level of demand on everything. You just can't react to that kind of growth as it happens. You have to get way out ahead of it. And that is exactly where the county's two-part blueprint comes in. So let's break down how they turn a big idea into actual drivable pavement. A good way to think about it is like this. The Strategic Plan 2050, that's the destination you type into your GPS. It's the big picture dream of what we want the county to look and feel like. The 2027 Thoroughfare Plan, that's the turn-by-turn navigation, the nuts and bolts practical guide for building the roads that are actually going to get us there. So here's what's so crucial about this. The plan isn't just about making roads wider because they're already clogged. No, it's a proactive strategy. It's about saving space for roads we'll need in the future, pinpointing safety issues now, and building a whole network that can handle the Rockwall County of tomorrow. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. How is this blueprint actually being put into action? This is where all that planning hits the pavement, and it's being funded by a huge investment from the community itself. Back in 2021, voters gave a massive green light to something called the Trip 21 Road Bond. This $150 million investment is the fuel in the tank for 26 different road construction projects, all designed to hit the county's biggest transportation problems head-on. And you are absolutely seeing this money at work as we speak. That huge widening project on I-30, all the work on FM 549, yep, those are flagship projects from that very bond. But at the same time, planners are looking even further down the road with things like the Outer Loop feasibility study. And this quote right here, it just nails the core problem. For years, trying to get from the north part of the county to the south has been a real headache. This study basically says, hey, we need a brand new major road, the Outer Loop, because we have to build these vital connections that just flat out don't exist today. But here's the thing. This plan isn't being cooked up in some back room somewhere. I mean, technical data is one thing, but if you really want to solve the problems people face every single day, we're talking school traffic, dangerous intersections, you need to hear from the people who actually drive these roads. And the county has made it really clear they want to hear from you. You can take an online survey, you can go to a town hall meeting, and there's this really cool interactive map where you can literally drop a pin on a problem spot. It's all designed so you can help shape the final plan. So what are people actually saying? Well, this feedback is incredibly valuable. It's not just, traffic is bad. It's super specific, like this exact intersection is a safety hazard, or this stretch of road desperately needs to be widened. This kind of public input really backs up the technical data, and honestly, it puts a human face on all the numbers. Okay, so what's next? Where does all of this planning, all this construction, and all this community feedback go from here? Well, it's all part of a very methodical process that has a clear finish line. As you can see, this is a step-by-step journey. It starts with kicking off the project, then moves through all the technical analysis and development, leading up to a draft plan in late 2026. The big goal here is to have a final, updated Thoroughfare Plan officially adopted by early 2027, which will then set the course for years and years to come.
So, from the huge vision of the 2050 strategic plan all the way down to the daily grind of construction on I-30, it's clear Rockwall County is in the middle of a massive transformation. And maybe the biggest takeaway is this: it's not just something that's happening to the community, it's happening with it. And that gives every single resident a role to play in paving the way forward. Thanks for joining us.